Hi, it's Travis here with Sharp Commerce, and today I'm going to give you a little overview of the some of the more advanced inventory editing functions within StoneEdge. All right, let's go ahead and go to Manage My Inventory and View and Manage My Inventory. And we're going to go ahead and use something that some of you may not have used before. It's a very powerful tool within StoneEdge. It's called the Multi-Record and Price Editor. Here you can edit products in bulk. You can filter just the products you like to edit. You can edit fields in real time. This is real-time editing within the table, within Access in StoneEdge. So this is destructive editing right now, right here. This is kind of a dangerous way to work, but you're only working on one record at a time, and it's a great way to update records with a little bit of information. Say if you needed to add, you want to add a little, okay, look, this is our item name. We're going to say with RCAs. Boom, and it's done. As soon as you click to the next record, it's going to, whoops, there's a typo there. Let's fix that typo. So it's editing these in real time. And we can edit any of these different columns, weight, whatever, actual weight versus published weight. There's all these different columns here, reorder points. You can quickly go through with your arrow keys, just like many of the other screens within StoneEdge, and you can edit them as you go. And they're changing in the table as you do it. You don't need to save or anything within the screen. You can just exit out, and it's going to retain this information. All right, so this is great for editing a lot of products in bulk. Say if you just want to edit products that start with, let's see, SKU number 605. I don't have a lot of products in here, so it's not a huge deal. But when you're dealing with, 25,000 products or something, you're definitely going to want to filter these. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we've got in here for filter. Let's see. We're doing a combo filter here, so let's take that off. I thought I could spell receiver. There we go. And so we brought up a few items here. So anything that starts with 605, let's do that. Okay, so see, we're only editing the 60, anything that starts with the 605 prefix in the SKU. Great. And what do we want to do? Wait a minute. You know what we should do? Let's work on some price changes. And you see these other little tabs up here? So standard fields, you can hide and display different fields you may want to work on. And you can also, of course, move these columns around to set them up that works in a way that works best for you. You can even do quantity on hand edits here, although you probably are going to want to track changes on quantity on hand and do that in the adjustments area. You can also do quantity on hand adjustments through spreadsheet uploads. So there's a lot of different ways to work with StoneEdge, as you probably already know and you're finding out. All right. Oh yeah, one more thing before we do price changes. Let's look at supplier info. This is another really good way to update some supplier information. If you'd like to update some supplier SKUs in bulk or change suppliers or edit any supplier information, you can do that right here in bulk, which is really cool. Now this window doesn't get bigger, which is not that much fun, but that's okay. You can move the columns around and you can double click, of course, within at the end of between each column, right on the line in the header, and it'll go ahead and adjust the width for you. At least it's a good starting point. All right, so and you can see which suppliers are set for primary supplier. These are all set, but you can see this box would check it or uncheck it as being the primary supplier. And depending on what kind of maintenance you're doing, that can be really helpful. All right, so let's go ahead and do some price changes now. All right, so there's a few different ways you can do price changes. We can do increase, based on a percentage, increase based on a dollar amount, same thing for decrease, same thing for markup, and that'll be based on a cost, or we can do set the price, which is just going to overwrite what the current price is. And we're not actually displaying price right now. So once we do a test, it will display the price. So let's go ahead and let's do a simple increase. We're going to just increase the standard price here. These may be named differently or set up differently. Mine happens, depending on your version or whatever, mine happens to be price. I know that's my regular retail price. So we'll do that. And we're going to go ahead and increase it by 10%. Let's test it. Cool. So we see our old price is $4.49, new one is $4.94, and we can go ahead and just preview this before we commit changes. If we're ready to commit changes, we can hit save, and we're done. It's a really cool way to do some price updates if you don't want to do it through, a spreadsheet or whatever. Okay, and also we can also do we can set, or actually we can mark up based on cost or lowest supplier cost here, and it tells you. So which price are we editing? We're still editing that same main retail price that we're using. That's the field that we're displaying and having StoneEdge use on our labels or pushing to our website, whatever. And we'll go ahead and let's put in something like Keystone. Let's do 98%. That's near Keystone pricing. Whoops. Let's test that. Whoopsies. There we go. If I can hit tab instead of Q, there we go. And there we are. Old price $4.49, new price $4.45. Let's put in a different variable here so you can see. What if we did, we don't have that much markup on this. This is a pretty competitive series of products, and we're having trouble competing with a competitor. So we're going to charge less for whatever reason, or maybe we're closing them out. So we do 80% markup. And old price is $4.50, new price is $4.04. So you can see the functionality here. And I did try, when I was experimenting here, I tried to do above 100% markup. And I'm sure many of you do want to do that. I wasn't able to get it to take, and I don't know why that is. I think it could be a glitch with this version. Got to get back to StoneEdge support about that. But if you put in 100%, like regular Keystone markup, and whoops, hit tab. Wait, it's 1%. That's not right. And it acts like 1%. So that doesn't work. And what's kind of cool though, so let's go back to like 95%. So you can see, what's really cool is you can see the margin from your cost to your sale price. And you see you've got 48% here. Very cool. And StoneEdge calculates that, and you can actually sort by that, by the way. So if we went new price, let's just override this. I think we should be able to override this. Yeah, great. Let's see, whoops, having trouble hitting the tab button apparently. Okay, so we've got 46, 43, that's our percentage. Let's do this. Oh yeah, we can sort by percentage. So if you've got, you can do this in any of these screens. The standard field screen as well. So we can include, as long as you're including supplier info, you can just bring this up and use this as a reporting tool almost, where you can, or more of a maintenance tool to figure out if you've been changing your costs, changing your, but maybe you haven't changed your retail pricing and you don't know which ones need to be updated, but you've got your costs updated. You can go ahead and sort it right here and see, okay, look, hey, we've got, there's our different margins here. There's only a couple different ones, it looks like. We didn't change that other one. So I'm going to go ahead and change this one here. And you see how the margin updates. So, and we're going to, let's do this. And that's the cost. I'm going to change the actual price. So pricing 1. And it gets a little crazy because this window is not very big, unfortunately. Okay. So there's our price. Let's say this was at 400 bucks. And we didn't know that. We didn't know what's been happening. We've been updating our pricing, our manufacturer's price, or whatever price we're getting the items for from our distributor. We've been updating those with spreadsheets in StoneEdge, right? So now we don't know which ones to change. We've got this huge list of inventory. We've got 20,000 items in here, whatever. And you may want to segment it by brand, by the way. Use the filter here and go by brand or supplier. Pick a specific supplier. I'm not going to do that now, but I would suggest doing that just so you can do it by brand. It'll work a lot faster for you. The inventory editor will work a lot faster. You'll have better luck. It's a lot of data for it to handle. So just go by brand. Use the filter. So if we didn't know which items needed the retail price set, and we didn't have maybe a spreadsheet of the retail pricing or whatever, and we wanted to know what our markup was, or what items needed to be marked up more, just do a sort with the regular price margin here, and that comes with the supplier info when you bring that up. So our sort, it looks like our sort is still in place. And this is at 43. So we know, well, you know what, we're gonna have to charge more for that. Let's get it back up to closer to Keystone. There we go. And this is making real-time changes in the database. So there's a few ways that the multi-record and price editor in StoneEdge can really help you do some maintenance, cleanup, and bulk editing for your inventory items. Make sure to get a hold of me if you have any questions regarding StoneEdge or this video, or if you've got any feedback for me. Please send it to travis@sharpcommerce.com or visit the website www.sharpcommerce.com.